Your Excellency, and Mrs. Richards, Ministers of Government, Parliamentary Secretaries, friends, ladies and gentlemen all, say good day to all of you, and I thank you for joining us. Just some short words, and we want to thank His Excellency once more for putting this ceremony again at short notice in place, and for everything being put into place for us to do. So I will please thank His Excellency. Thank you very much. Thank you. Fellow citizens, as Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, it gives me great pleasure to present the members of our Cabinet of the People's Partnership. These men and women are the leaders who will represent the interests of the people. They are from diverse skills and expertise, wide-ranging experiences and backgrounds, but we all share one common objective. We are committed to the development of our nation and our citizens. And I think it was interesting to see that the Gita, the Quran, and the Bible were in one after the other, to see that every creed and race must find an equal place, as we pledged. Mahatma Gandhi said that we must be the change we want to see in the world, and today gathered here, we commit to being that change. I wish to make this address to all of us gathered here as members of the Cabinet, and let the nation witness the following watchwords of our governance. May I say to each of you that each day you are expected to dedicate all your energies towards ensuring that the people's needs are being addressed. All of us are held accountable to the people. Ours is a monumental task, but is one which is equally rewarding, because there can be no greater call than that of national service. We must accept no mediocrity, neither must we contribute to it in any way. There must be no room for arrogance. We must be faithful to a leadership style that is firm but humble, passionate and impatient for great achievements, but ever conscious of the correct procedures. We have to be ever mindful that the nation is looking at us expectantly. No one out there expects excuses. They want results. No one expects us to create miracles, but simply they expect us to work hard enough as though we know we could produce those results. And so, colleagues, I say lead by example, follow by learning to listen. All of this is as much my mantra as it is your own. As of now, each of us is on trial. We begin to be tested as of this very moment. We carry a huge responsibility to get this nation back on track. So we must discover how to turn obstacles into opportunities, discover new ways of solving old problems, inspire others by our enthusiasm and positive outlook. As members of the Cabinet of the People's Partnership, we are stewards of the nation's future. What a legacy we can leave behind. What an incredible privilege and honor that has been given to us all by the people to serve in this way. What a phenomenal opportunity to make a contribution to our country. My caution is this: never become aloof. Never lose sight of the true purpose of the position that you hold. Stay grounded. Keep connected to the people. Earn their respect by the way that you serve them. As Chief Servant Makandal Dagger would say, the people are the government. We are the servants of the people. We work for the people, diligently, conscientiously, and entirely and always in the interest of the people. The talent and commitment of this group assembled here this afternoon cannot be denied. Sure, many of you are new to this, but that means you will bring new and fresh ideas to join with those that are not so new. Government cannot be about doing the same things and expected different results. And so the days will be long and the nights sleepless. And may I take the opportunity to thank some of my staff who did not sleep for all of last night. We worked until 7 o'clock this morning. I want to thank them. Thank them so much. And so I say, the days and nights, days will be long, the nights will be sleepless. But the rewards will come from knowing that we are improving the lives of others and creating the kind of nation of which we can all be proud. One of the hallmarks of our government must be that we serve every citizen with the same dedication, regardless of their political affiliation. We must never display any kind of party symbol during the conduct of our work as a government of Trinidad and Tobago in or out of Parliament. And may I say, I have already kept one of my promises, my first promise. Immediately after I was sworn in here, Excellency, by your good self, and I left the compound, I went into a vehicle. The license plate was PM1. No more coat of arms. So I've kept that first promise. Transparency and accountability must be evident in all government matters. We must be exemplars of the society, returning sound traditional values of ethics and morals back into government. Honesty must be one of the given qualifications of anyone who hopes to serve the people. Harness the best of our nation's human resources to give reality to the change that so many voted for in our land. Disregard which party any qualified individual comes from, or what ethnic or religious group, or anything else that defines them in any other way than their competency and genuine commitment to serve the people. The people are the government. Please take these words and frame them on every desk of each of your ministries and recommit to them every single day of each month you are privileged to be in service to the nation. Thank you for coming forward in the way each of you has to contribute to the large task of rebuilding our great nation. I pledge to you all that I will be a leader who in turn listens, and that my decisions will only be arrived at after collaboration and always, always, always in interest of what best serves Trinidad and Tobago. There is no room for personal egos, no time for personal agendas, and no opportunity for self-glorification. This is not about us. It is about the people, and they have the power to dismiss us at any time. Congratulations to each of you. The entire nation now awaits your performance. Your job expectations actually began on Monday night, so we have some catching up to do already. So let me not delay you further. And I may say God bless each and every one of you and guide you all as we embark upon this inspired journey of national service.